Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I am going to be decorating the front of my sketchbook. I've had this sketchbook for so long, I think since last year. I have also not filled it up as much as I wanted to, but it is what it is. And it's just been this plain yellow. I've got a Sylvanian family sticker on the front, and that's about it. Shuttle Art recently reached out and sent me their markers for free to try out, which was incredible, and I love them so much, and I really wanted to decorate the front of my sketchbook with them because I think they're the perfect medium to do it in. The sketchbook I use is the Talens Art Creation sketchbook, and I've had no problems with it bleeding through using these markers, which I think is really good. I did some sketches in it beforehand just to kind of map out where I wanted things to be. I kind of wanted it to be very childish and very like twee, I guess, in a way. Is that the right word for it? With like a big caterpillar on the front. It was basically just like very doodly and fun is what I wanted the vibes to be. I start out just like roughly planning where everything's gonna go, sketching it out with one of my pencils. I start with the caterpillar because he's gonna be like the biggest thing on the page, and then I kind of do other little things around it. My plan is to kind of have the caterpillar join up to the back of the sketchbook, so the front of the caterpillar will be on the front of the sketchbook and the back will be on the end of the caterpillar, I guess, will be on the back of the sketchbook, and on the spine it will connect. He kind of reminds me of is it a caterpillar? I don't know if it's a caterpillar from Mario, or is it just a worm? I don't know what it is, but he kind of reminds me of that. I also wanted to draw some little me inspired characters because I feel like I haven't shut up talking about Tomodachi Life, but it is coming out soon, the new game, and it's all I've been thinking about. So I decided to do some cute little me's on the front as well. I don't really know who these people are. I kind of just made them up when I was drawing them, but they're kind of cool. One of them's kind of like an alien, and then the other is just a regular person. I don't really know, but yeah, these aren't like original characters or any characters or anything. They're just from the brain. And then right in the bottom corner I decided to draw Garfield because he is my favourite thing ever. I have quite a lot of Garfield merch, and I thought it would probably be horrible for me to not include him. After I've done this sketch, I just go over it with my rubber and just make the pencil lines less dark, just so they wouldn't come through the markers as much. These markers are really great. On paper you don't have to layer them as much, but obviously the front of my sketchbook is a different material to the pages inside of it, believe it or not. And so I had to layer it a few times just so it was like not that patchy, but it's just because it's different material. It was definitely an experience like painting on top of my sketchbook cover because I've actually never done it before. Like even when I was doing art at like uni or in school or whatever, I just never decorated the front of my sketchbook for some reason. I think it's because I was like, I'm not gonna get graded on it, so like why would I do that? But for fun, of course, also that is an option. You can do things for fun. It's kind of like, whoa, I bet this sketchbook is gonna look really fun and really cool on the inside because the cover looks good, and then you open the sketchbook and then it's like, oh, okay, there's nothing here. I do the outline in like a lighter green. It's kind of like a bluey green, but it's a lighter shade. And I don't know why. I think what I found when I was using these acrylic markers, or just trying out acrylic markers in general, it's really fun to outline objects with like pop of colour rather than a darker colour. So later on I draw an apple and I outline it in purple, and it kind of just makes it stand out a bit more. And that's what I did with the caterpillar as well. Like I'm outlining it with a lighter colour instead. I forgot to mention that this of course was also inspired by the Very Hungry Caterpillar. I know that it doesn't look like him at all, but I feel like just whenever I draw a green caterpillar, it's in reference to the hungry caterpillar. throughout this, I kind of move on to a lot of different drawings across the sketchbook cover, just because I'm waiting for the markers dry relatively fast, but like I'm very impatient, and even if they take like 2 seconds to dry, I'm like, I could be doing something else, I could be drawing something else right now. So I move on quite quickly, kind of all around the shop. I'm drawing everything. If you know me as an artist and you know what I love drawing monkeys. I feel like I relate to them spiritually. Especially I think they're from Mario again. I think the monkeys I like are from Mario. I think everything's from Mario apparently on this sketchbook cover. But they're like these low poly monkeys. They're so cute, but they kind of influence how I draw monkeys quite a lot. I'm honestly considering making these 2 like little me characters that I drew into like actual OCs, because they're kind of cute. I mean, especially the alien one. I think she's so cute. I love her hair and like her little antennas. Or I might put them into my Tomodachi Life save. That's an idea, because I know that they've limited the amount of me's that you can have on Tomodachi Life, like in the new game. I think it's like 70, I think. Whereas on like the DS game you could have 100. But if you consider how much more you can do in the Switch game compared to the DS game, it makes a lot more sense. And to be honest, like, I don't even think I ever made 100 me's on my DS game. I don't think I ever did that, because who am I gonna, like, 100 people? 100 people. That's a lot of people. I don't know that many people. So 70, in my opinion, is more than enough for me. I struggled to even think of who I'm going to put in the demo. I was like, when I played the demo, I was like, I can put me in there, but my friends. Now I've got to put one more in. Who do I put in? Another thing, sorry, I know I'm just talking about the game again, but I'm really looking forward to all the customization stuff on that. I know a lot of people are a bit like, I don't really care about the customization. Look, I'm an artist. I love customization on anything, and the fact that you can customize like everything, you can customize like the buildings and the pets and the food, and I'm like, oh my, like you can do latte art and stuff. It's so cute. I'm literally so excited. I've already seen like the insane me's that people have already made. I don't even know how people do that. I know that some people have made like makeshift styluses and stuff, which helps out, but oh my god, some people do it with their fingers. Like, I don't even know how people are doing that. Since the characters are kind of like me characters, I wanted to draw like the windows from Tomodachi Life, the DS game, where you could see the love heart in the window. I just wanted to include that in there because I thought it would be cute to have next to them. Whenever there's like gaps that I want to fill in on any of my illustrations, I always just do like stars and like spiky kind of shapes just to fill in any gaps that are kind of like too small for me to draw anything else in, or like I don't really have any other ideas, so I just kind of start filling in empty spaces with like stars, like little sparkly shapes, and also just like dots everywhere. And that is the front of it completed. I really like how it turned out. I think it looks really fun and cute. I really like all of the little details on it as well. Now let's get started on the back. I start with sketching it out again in pencil, and ultimately I want to focus on making sure that the caterpillar connects to the back. So that's kind of what I work on first. For the apple that I'm drawing, I decided to give it a white base first because I wanted the inside of the apple to be a bit more yellow, but obviously because I'm doing it on a yellow sketchbook, it's a bit weird to try and get that like shade right. I wanted to put the white down first to like make sure that I brighten it up when I put the yellow down. And that is the back completed. I think it also looks very cute. I do prefer the front to the back. I really like the apple that I did though on the back, and the Animal Crossing fossil I think is really cute as well. Yeah, anyway, now I'm gonna do the like spine of the sketchbook. And I do this off camera just because it was really difficult to try and film. Like I did try and film it and I was like, this is not working. Because I had to do it while the sketchbook was standing up and my tripod just didn't go that far, so it was kind of impossible to record. But I did it, and I kind of just did some fun little shapes on it, nothing too complicated, and also made sure that the caterpillar connected to the front, and it succeeded, and I'm really happy that it looks good. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys want to see any more videos from me, make sure to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!